Hi everyone, I hope you're well. Today we will be learning the beautiful Hebrew melody called Kadosh, which comes from Revelation 4 when it says Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh Adonai Elohim Tzevaot Asher Haya Ve'ovei Ve'avo, which means Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come. So this is a really lovely and very powerful Hebrew melody, so I hope you enjoy it. And we're in the key of C, but halfway through, as we modulate, which means move keys, we will move to the key of D. So we will move from the key of C to the key of D. So let's first make sure that our harps are tuned to C. So that means that if your harps are in the key of E flat, you'll have your E's, A's, and your B's up. And if your harp is in C, you'll have all of your levers down. And now we will do a quick scale of C to make sure that our harps are all good. And we'll move into the melody piece first, beginning with our right hand. So let's start with my 4, 3, 2 and thumb on C, D, E, and F, moving from my low C up to my high C and then back down again. Okay, so very first thing that we'll do is we'll actually put up one sharp, because when we do modulate to our key of D, we want to have as little movement as we can. So we will not be using this C sharp up here the whole time we're playing our verse. So what we'll do is we'll just put it up now to start, so it's already up before we start going. And then what we'll do, as I will explain, when we move into the chorus, then all we have to do is put up our F, because we're in the key of D. When we're in the key of D, we put up our F's and our C's, but we'll only put up what we really have to, so that we don't have to move up every single lever, which will take up too much time for us as we move into our chorus. So with that being said, we'll just put up this one C for now and we'll move into our verse. So we're going to start with our thumb on E and our 3 on A. So we have E, A, E, E, A, E. Then we're going to move our 3 back onto the E and we're going to play E, A, G, F. So we have 3, thumb, 2, 3. And then again, moving back to our E, A, E. So let's play that line through again. E, A, E. Then we have E, A, G, F. And we're going to turn our thumb over, back onto the E. So then let's move on to line number 2, which is the part that goes Adonai Elohim Tzevaot. So we're going to put our thumb again on our E as it is, and we have E, E, D. We'll do thumb, thumb, 2. And then we have 2, 2, thumb, D, D, G. And then we're going to do E, G, A, 3, 2, thumb, 2, thumb. And that is our entire verse. So I'm going to run through that again, and then we're going to add in some left hand. So let's start again with our thumb on E and our 3 on A. E, A, E. E, A, G, F. 3, thumb, 2, 3. And then again, E, A, E. And we're going to play that through twice. So let's play that again. E, A, E. E, A, G, F. And then our next line, E, E, D. D, D, G. E, G, A. Okay, so let's add in some left hand to this. So we will use our left hand chord to start on A minor, and we will put our left hand 3, 2 and thumb on A, C and E for our A minor chord. And we're going to start with our thumb on E here, and we're going to play E, A, E, beginning with our thumb on E and adding in our left hand chord of A minor. So we should have, and you have some options here. So if the whole A minor chord for you is too much and you would prefer to just do an A note, then we would have, that is totally fine. So you can either play your note or your full chord. That's completely up to you. So we have again our A, C and E. Then as we have E, A, G, F, we're going to move to our left hand chord of D minor. So we're going to put our 3 on D, our 2 on F and our thumb on A. And we're going to play that with our E. And then again, we are exactly where we were again with our E, A and E. Now, if you were only playing your left hand note, it would look like this. And so on and so forth. Okay, moving on to our last line of our verse, we have Adonai Elohim Tzavot. E, E, D, Adonai. We're going to do thumb, thumb, 2, and when we hit our 2 on the D, we're going to move to our left hand chord of G. So we have our 3, 2 and thumb on G, B and D. E, E, D with our left hand G. Then we have D, D, G. When our thumb hits our G, we're going to play our left hand chord of E minor. And then we have E, G, A, G, A. When we hit our thumb on A, we're going to play our left hand chord of A. And we're going to play that line again. So again we have E, E, D with our left hand chord on G. D, D, G with our left hand chord of E minor. And then again E, G, A, G, A with our thumb on A. Okay, here is where we get to the fun bit, our key change modulation to the key of D. So we already have our C sharp up here because we haven't used it yet, and what we'll do is we'll just add in this F as well. So we have one C sharp here and we have one F sharp here. So what we'll do now is we're going to move into our right hand melody with this key modulation. So we have our A and our C, 3 and thumb, 3 on A and thumb on C. We have A, C, and then we have A, C and B, 3 thumb 2. And then we have our 3 moving down to our G, G, B, A, 3 thumb 2 again. And then we have again our 3 on F, F, A. So let's run through that again for our chorus. We have A, C, B, 3 thumb, 2. Moving down to the G, 3 thumb, 2, G, B, A. And then we have F, A. And then we're going to move down our F, back into our A minor, which is our relative minor of C. So let's add in some left-hand chords to this chorus. Now, because we have moved keys, it means that we will not play our 3, 2 and thumbs, because these in-between ones are normally our F or our C. If we are playing our A, we have a C here, and if we are playing our D, you can see we have an F here, but we need our Fs and our Cs to be sharp because we're in the key of D, so work around it and we'll just ignore these middle ones. So what we'll do is we'll play our long chords of A and D, because then we actually miss out those middle notes. So you'll see here, if I have my A, I have my 4, 2 and thumb on A, E and A. And then again, I have my D, A and D, 4, 2 and thumb. And then again, my A, E and A. So that is a sneaky way to miss out all of those middle in between notes. So let's play from our A, C, B. And what we'll do is when we play our C sharp, we will play our left hand chord A. So we have, and when our 2 hits the B, we will just move everything in our left hand down 1 to our long left hand chord of G. And then again up to our D, which is our D, A and D when our 2 hits the A. And then we will play our A at the end with our thumb on A. So I will play that for you again. We have A, C. When we hit that C, we're going to play our left hand chord of A. When we hit that B, we're going to play our left hand chord of G. When we hit that A again, we're going to play our D, D, A and D. And then our F, A, A, we're going to play our left hand chord of A. And then you're going to move down that F into your again, and then again. And then into the. And then so on and so forth. So that is our whole melody piece for the lovely song Kadosh. I really hope you enjoy it. Please let me know if you have any questions or problems, and I would love to help you on your Hebrew harp journey, and I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial.